Hey guys, it's Scott from Let's Play Easy Mode, and today we're back! Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you're new here, then welcome to the channel. And if you're one of our regulars, then welcome back. I know for me, I'm really glad to be back. If you don't know, previously in my last video, a little over a week ago, I just shared with you guys that I thought I needed a little bit of break. And I feel like I may have hit the panic button on a few people, and I just want to say just a special thank you to everyone in this community, because you guys are so amazing, and just the amount of care that you guys offer me and send my way. Thank you for your support. I know there were a few people who I think were a little worried, a little concerned. Maybe I've been biting off a little more than I can chew, or that my mental health was actually worse than it actually was. The truth is, I've just been burning the candle at two ends, and I have been just really busy lately. But really, I've been wanting to put so much of myself into this channel, and I've just been doing that so much. I just needed a week off, and that was it. I just needed a week off to just kind of reset, rethink, kind of reevaluate things. You know, we're at the beginning of a new year here in 2023, and I just wanted to kind of refocus a little bit some of my strategies for just life in general, right? You know, I've got a new album coming out as a musician. You know, I've got a family I'm trying to take care of. You know, and I've got this channel that I'm really passionate about that I just have so enjoyed doing with you guys. So I just appreciate you guys, just your kindness and your care and your messages, your support. Thank you so much. It's been an awesome week, by the way. This week I got a chance to just kind of rest up. I told you guys I haven't been sleeping a lot. And so I've been trying to really focus on me this week. Just, you know, not selfish stuff. Just really wanted to just kind of work on health issues and just coming up with a better balance in my life. You know, I've been so busy with other things, and so, you know, one was just getting a normal sleep schedule back again. As you guys, some of you guys know, I stay up pretty late usually to do a lot of these videos, and I'm not gonna really do that anymore. That's been kind of coming at the cost of just my own sleep, and that starts to bleed into other areas of life. So I'm going to be just kind of regulating my sleep patterns a little bit more, so that's what I did this week. I did that. I've been eating better. I actually lost a little bit of weight this week. I lost a few pounds, you know, eating better, trying to exercise more, and I actually got a lot of exercise this week because, man, guys, where I live in a very wintry part of the country, and it's like winter hit like a major bugger this week because like every couple of days we were getting slammed with snow, and I have a really long driveway and a lot of places that I need to do snow removal. So most of the week I actually spent outside getting exercise, shoveling, and it was some of that wet, heavy snow. Now, if you guys live in the South and y'all don't know in the South, you know what I'm talking about. Some of you guys up in the North will know that, like, when the water hits, you get just the right amount of rain on top of the right amount of snow, and basically it's like shoveling concrete at one point. And that's kind of what this week was like. So I got a good workout of my muscles, but man, I got super sore. And so I definitely earned those moments of just sitting on the couch and relaxing a little bit. Got a chance to spend some time with my family this week. You know, we don't renege on that anyway. I mean, that's something that we try to make time for, but it was just nice. You know, we had some snow days. Ellie was home from school, and I just got a chance to spend some time with her, and it was a really good time. And then one of my favorite things I did, as you guys know, I was talking about in the previous video how I just don't have a lot of time for myself when it comes to gaming because I'm always playing games that are on the channel. That's the only time I've been able to make time for. You know, it is just like I usually will just have time for the games that we play here on the channel. But there's so many other titles I've wanted to try. So I got a chance to take the week, and every single time I picked up a controller, I finally, after waiting a year I've owned the game for a year, but after a year, I finally finally been able to dive into Horizon Forbidden West. And guys, I have been on cloud 9 all week playing this game. Horizon Forbidden West is probably one of the most beautiful games I've ever seen. And you know, bear in mind too, even though I have these consoles, so much of what we have been doing on this channel over the last year have been older titles. I played Half-Life 2, I played Dead Space, I played Fallout New Vegas. These are all old graphic games. I played Black Mesa, which is just like a remastered version, or a remake, I should say, of Half-Life 1, and that looked nice. You know, but so many of the games we play, you know, are older titles. Breath of the Wild is beautiful, you know, but it's still like Nintendo graphics. And I'm not trying to offend anybody, but I mean, you know, I think, yeah, I'm not exaggerating when I say that some of the graphics that we have on other consoles other than the Switch, you know, there's just something about it, right? You know, some of the high resolution graphics that we have, the 4K graphics and stuff on like the PS5 and the Xbox Series X, I just never get a chance to really try a lot of those games. And so, man, I have been spending the week in Horizon Forbidden West, and I've been having an absolute blast with this game and following the story of Aloy, and it's just been, Zero Dawn is one of my all-time favorite games. And so I've been waiting to play this sequel now for years, and I've been waiting a year owning this game to be able to make time for it. So that has been an absolute blast, and I've been having so much fun getting much farther in that than we did like a year ago when we tried doing it on the channel. So anyway, it's been a good week for me, and what I wanted to do was just kind of take this video and give you guys a channel update and just kind of tell you where we're going to be going from here. You know, because I had a chance to spend some time really thinking and refocusing on the channel and how to move forward in the most sustainable way, where everybody kind of wins in the end. You know, because guys, I'm in this. I'm all in when it comes to this channel, and I really want to see it grow. I want to see it succeed. I want to see all of us get something out of it, and I'm really excited to do that. And I want to do that in a way that's also not going to impose on other more important areas of life as well. So I want to just talk with you guys a little bit about what you can expect coming up here this year with Let's Play Easy Mode, and just how we're going to kind of reformat what we do and kind of, you know, make it a little bit more palatable, not only on my side for editing the videos, but also more palatable and easier to digest the content as well for you guys, because I've been putting out a lot, guys. I've been putting out daily videos now for quite a while. Sometimes I've been putting 2 or 3 videos up on Patreon in a day's time, and these are not short videos. We started out as short videos, and then we kind of worked our way up. Like the last video, the last game playthrough video I put out a little over a week ago was Subnautica Below Zero. That was over 4 hours long, and that was basically just because I didn't want to stop playing. But so in this video, I just want to take a few minutes of your time. And you know what I mean when I say a few minutes. I mean I want to take about a month. And I want to tell you a little bit about how we're going to be moving forward. I am going to break this up in chapters, so if there's certain parts of this video you're just like, you know, then go ahead and skip through, you know, and get an idea of kind of where we're going to be going. We're going to be talking about the Patreon page and kind of some changes to the Patreon page, where we're at with Patreon and how Patreon is going to move forward. We're going to be talking a little bit about the change in video format that we're doing, because like I said, a lot of these videos are really lengthy, and there's going to be some changes to the videos. Also, we're going to be talking about just changes to the channel schedule, because we are not moving forward, and this may come as a disappointing to some people, and again, I apologize. I don't want to let anybody down, but we are going to be kind of scaling back. And instead of doing daily videos, we're going to go back to the original schedule that the channel had. Which was like every 2 days we'll have a video, every couple of days, or every 3, you know, probably every other day realistically. I say like every 2 or 3 days, but I get addicted to this, so it's probably going to be about every other day. Also, we're going to talk a little bit about Discord and what you can expect with Discord this year, and I'm going to be looking for some community input on that, because Discord really is a place for the community. And then all around, I just want to talk about the vision for the channel, as we are now at 721 subscribers as of the moment that I'm recording this video right now. I just checked, and I'm starting to see 1,000 subscribers in sight, and I want to talk about that with you guys for a little bit. So let's go ahead and dive into that. First, I want to just talk about Patreon. Now, I just want to first say a special thank you to our current list of patrons. Realistically, that list did fairly drastically change. I mean, we didn't have a ton of patrons over there at Patreon. You know, it's not like some channels got like 1,000 patrons on Patreon, right? I mean, we usually are in like the middle teens these days, and the numbers have been dropping recently. Last week when I came out and talked about that I needed a week just to take off, the Patreon numbers did drop. And so we have lost some patrons over there, and you know what? No hard feelings. If for whatever reason, whether it be financial or if it was just, well, this guy's taking a vacation, I'm done, whatever it might be, please know there's no hard feelings there. All I can ever be able to do is say thank you. For those of you, whether you were a patron for a short amount of time or you've been with me since the beginning, thank you so much for your support, your monthly support over there at Patreon. Thank you for commenting on the videos and being involved in what I do. I really appreciate you guys and that whole community over there at Patreon. But that said, we lost some patrons, and I'm not gonna lie, guys, I would really love to build that up a lot more this year, because for one, with all the expenses, we all have expenses, right? We all have things that we've got to pay for in life. I just spent a lot of money on heating oil, and I've got all of these real life expenses that happen. And so the money that comes in from Patreon goes towards not just me and my bills, but really it goes towards the bills that are concerning this channel. These memberships that we have, like Xbox streaming and PlayStation, things like that. Anything that is channel related, I try to have the channel pay for itself. And so when you guys support on Patreon, that's huge. And I would absolutely love to just encourage you, any of you, if you can, if you can find it in your hearts and in your wallet, if you have that ability, there's a lot over there at Patreon to be gained for signing up and supporting the channel. So I'd love to encourage you guys to go ahead and check that out. Take a look at it. So here's what's going on with Patreon. Currently, as of this moment, we are 10 videos ahead on Patreon. I always say that sometimes we are like a week to 2 weeks ahead of time from what you see here being released to the general public on YouTube. Patreon is usually pretty far ahead. And I haven't been publishing videos over my vacation. I really wanted a real vacation where I really wasn't even touching the channel at all. But we are still about 10 videos. Actually, I counted. We're 10 videos. There are 5 unreleased Subnautica Below Zero videos over there at Patreon right now. We've got 3 unreleased Zelda videos right now, including the second part of the Terrytown mission, and it's called Love is in the Air, and I won't spoil that for anybody. I have a 3-hour episode, which is me on the island of Eventide and working on the Eventide mission. And then my most recent Zelda video was the Master Sword Trials, and starting to get into that a little bit as well. There's a Stray video on there. There's a Halo video. We have 10 videos that haven't come out that will come out over the next couple of weeks to regular YouTube. But those videos, please keep in mind that as I talk about how our channel is going to be moving forward, these videos were all done before the break. And so none of them are going to reflect these changes. So we're still going to have some pretty lengthy videos coming out over the next couple of weeks. And starting tomorrow, I'm going to be back in the studio here, recording new content for the channel, putting it up on Patreon. And those are going to really be more formatted with the new way that we're going to be doing things at Let's Play Easy Mode. But like I said, for the next couple of weeks, you're going to be still getting content that was recorded weeks ago. So we've got 10 videos on Patreon right now that are not currently up on YouTube. And if you want to go ahead and head over there today and get signed up on Patreon, you can start watching them right away. but just remember those videos don't reflect the changes that we're going to be doing. Also, I'm going to be putting a bigger focus for you guys on Patreon on that exclusive content. And one of the things about reformatting the schedule here on the channel and kind of reformatting the length of the videos, by doing that, that's going to allow me more time to spend on those Patreon exclusives. So I'm really happy to announce that starting this week, we're going to be working on our next game, which was actually voted on by the patrons over at Patreon. There were 2 games that were in a survey that we did of games that they would like to see me finish on Patreon that were exclusives. The first one in first place was Super Mario World. We finished that. And in second place was Beyond Two Souls, which originally I started on the channel, but didn't really stick to the wall, so I stopped doing it. But I love that game, and I want to see what happens in the story. So this week, we're finally going to be getting back to Beyond Two Souls. And then once we finish Beyond Two Souls, there's actually another game that I've been really wanting to play that I'm thinking of doing as a Patreon exclusive called Heavy Rain. I know nothing about it other than it is a story game, but I do want to give that a shot and try it, and I think we're going to do that over at Patreon. So if you know anything about the game Heavy Rain, and that's something you enjoy watching, maybe you would enjoy coming on over to Patreon and watching that as well. And also starting in February, we are going to be doing monthly exclusive Patreon live streams. So if you are on Patreon, no matter what tier you signed up for, you're going to be able to take advantage of those live streams and come hang out, you know, with the community and fellow patrons. You know, we may not get a ton of people over there because it's not like the general public live streams where a lot of people can tune in. It'll be just for Patreon eyes only, so it'll probably be fairly intimate. And for all I know, it's going to be more like one-on-one or just me hanging out by myself. But we are going to be doing some Patreon live streams, and I'm going to be putting some polls up on Patreon of some games I'm interested in trying on live stream, just so the community there can vote on what to do. So we'll be getting those live streams going starting in February, which I'm really excited about, and that's kind of where we're at with Patreon. Now, I do want to talk about that change in video format. And what I mean by that is just the overall length of the videos that we've been doing. And this is where we're going to be going with the channel from now on. And this is kind of based on, after the previous video where I talked about how I needed a vacation, a lot of you guys chimed in the community with just some advice. And I couldn't believe how many people actually all agreed and said it might be time to start shortening the length of the videos. And so that's really something that I kind of fell into doing longer videos because out of laziness, I'll be honest. When we first started this channel, like with the Half-Life 2 series, I started doing like 45 minutes to like an hour and 10 or hour and 20 minute videos. And that's kind of how we did it. It was like one chapter a video and that was it. And over time, when we started getting into these big open world games, such as Breath of the Wild, you know, it was kind of tough for me too, because as a gamer, I wanted to keep playing the game. I didn't want to have to keep stopping it every hour. So I could stop and do an outro and then do editing and then render and then upload to YouTube and do all of that. And then by the time I was done, like 2 hours later after all of that, now I can get back into the game and keep going with it. You know, I really wanted to be able to keep playing it. And a lot of you guys started voicing like, oh, great, longer videos, keep those long videos coming. And so I just kind of ran with it. But in the long run, I know that they can be longer to digest, you know. Sometimes you got to watch them and then come back to them. I know a lot of people watch the videos, kind of let them run in the background while they're doing whatever else they want to do. And that's awesome. I don't care how you watch my videos. As long as if you guys are watching them and having a good time, doesn't matter what you're doing. I'm so glad that you guys are here and you're here for it and watching those videos. But we are going to be shortening up, and I'm going to take it a step further and actually say it's probably time to start overall shortening, and that includes intros and outros, because as you guys know, especially from these channel update videos or live streams or whatever, I don't need to keep saying it because you guys know I love you guys, and I love chatting with you. I love talking with you guys. I love just sharing what's going on with me and the channel and talking about games and all this stuff. And so it gets really easy. I like talking with you guys, and I have the gift to gab, as they say, and so I love chatting with you guys. And sometimes I know I have these intros that will go on a while because I'm like, hey guys, here's what's going on. Oh, and this is what we did last time in a video. Oh, and then here, do this and do that and do this, and Patreon and all that, And then by the time I'm done, you'll get like a 6 to 9 minute intro, which is realistically, that's kind of ridiculous, right? And I would assume most of you guys probably skip past a lot of that anyway. Because realistically, even the YouTubers I love, if they did intros like that, I might be tempted to kind of skip past that too. So, I am going to be looking to be a little bit more focused in my intros and my outros, try to shorten those up, get to the point, boom, boom, boom. I'm not going to go on these big long rants anymore about Patreon or subscribe and do this. We'll say a special thanks to the patrons and give a Patreon link and then say please subscribe and move on with that. You guys know how much I love you, so I don't necessarily have to keep saying over and over again, this is the greatest society ever on YouTube, so make sure to become a member and subscribe. If people want to subscribe, they will, and I'm so thankful for all of you who have, but I really want to shorten the length of those videos. So moving on from here, these gameplay videos, we're going to do kind of a shorter intro, shorter outro, try to keep it to the point, and try to keep these videos probably about an hour to an hour and a half, maybe if we go long, and make that a little bit easier for you guys to digest on that. Also, moving forward, I want to talk about channel schedule. We are no longer going to be doing daily releases. Now I am going to be putting content out on Patreon still as early release content. You will be able to get early release if you sign up at Patreon and you're like, man, I just want to see the rest of this series, or I want to see a few more videos ahead. You feel free to do that. As far as what's going on here with the general public of YouTube, we are going to be releasing videos on this channel the way that I used to, which is kind of like every 2 to 3 days. And I think that's going to give, for those of you who watch all the videos, that's going to give you guys a little bit more time to digest these videos and be able to keep up. And that's going to be a little bit easier for me as well, because that's going to leave time for exclusives, on Patreon. And something else too, one thing I really came to the conclusion of during this vacation, I need to make time for myself to enjoy the games that I as a gamer still want to enjoy, that aren't necessarily going to be on the channel, but I just want to try them. And it's been so much fun playing Horizon Forbidden West. And one thing I don't want to do is start creating this crazy daily schedule again, where the only video game time I have is what I'm doing on the channel, and now Horizon goes back on the shelf again for another year until I forget everything I did and I have to start it all over again, So I really want to start making time for myself. I think that's going to be really healthy for me. So we're going to be doing probably realistically every 2 days or so on the channel, and then that way, moving forward, we'll still have content pumping out like that, but just not daily. And we'll still have a lot of videos on Patreon. It'll be ahead of the curve as well, so you will have plenty of videos to watch on there if you do sign up for early release content. So I would encourage you guys again to go hop on over to Patreon if you would like more and you want more faster. I do want to talk real quickly about Discord, because we just over the last few months started getting Discord built up, and I've got a desire to really build Discord in 2023, but honestly guys, I can't do it without your help. It was you guys who brought up the idea of a Discord community to me. I really didn't know much about it. Again, I'm kind of an older guy, so what I remember, I was in my late teens when I finally got the internet, and back in those days it was like chat rooms, and then later on we had forums. And this Discord is kind of like the modern version of all of it wrapped up in one. And I love it over there, and we have an amazing community, and I really want to take time and kind of not only build it, but find more ways to engage with it. And so that's going to be another thing I'm really more intentional about coming up, and really starting now, is getting on Discord and finding those connections where we can all come together, we can talk about games and find other ways to communicate on there. I'd like to find ways for us to interact. Maybe we can play like some online games or something over at Discord, and just find ways for the community to just be a community, right? And get to know each other and just have a blast. So if you're not signed up over at Discord, make sure to check that out. The link for that is in the description below. And it would be awesome if you guys could come on over, join Discord, and share some of your gaming experiences. We'll talk video games, and we'll just talk about, sometimes we talk about other things over there as well. Sometimes people will post cat pictures, or we have a lot of musicians over there, so we'll just start posting pictures of our guitars. It's like we do all kinds of random things over at Discord. So I would encourage you, if you'd like to be a part of the community and dive in a little bit deeper with us over there, then make sure to hop on over to Discord today and get signed up. It's totally free, and it's a great way to stay in touch and meet new people. And so I'm going to need you guys to give some suggestions, especially you guys who just understand Discord better than I do, because I could use all the help I could get on what would be the best ways for our community to be able to engage with one another in a safe space environment over there as well. And closing this video out, I do just want to say, and talking about vision for 2023. Guys, in 2 weeks, it's not quite February yet as of the release of this video. It will be the 30th of January, I believe, when this video comes out. But February 16th makes the 1-year anniversary and birthday of Let's Play Easy Mode. And coming up on February 17th, which is a Friday night, we are going to be doing our next regular live stream. We're going to be doing a 1-year anniversary live stream celebration. As far as what we do on the channel, I don't really know what we're going to do. Who knows? We may play some Breath of the Wild. We may play some more online games together that we can do, in those live streams like we've done before. Some of just the fun, simple little word games or whatever. We may go back and talk about some of our favorite memories over the last year. It's going to be fun. It's going to be informal, but we are going to be doing it on February 17th, probably around 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be doing a special Friday night live stream, just celebrating 1 year of Let's Play Easy Mode. Now, this leads me to say this. There's a lot of things that I am really proud of that we as a community have been able to build. And when I started this channel, I didn't know if it was going to stick to the wall. I didn't know if I was going to get more than 5 or 10 people to subscribe to this channel. And so I never really thought of, what happens if I got 100 or 200 subscribers, right? And then it happened. We eventually got to 500 subscribers. And now, as of this moment, what I just looked at was 721 subscribers. Guys, what that means is we have 279 subscribers to go until we hit 1,000. And now that I see that in sight, I will tell you guys, I'm a simple guy. I don't tend to want a ton of stuff, but if there's one thing I really want, I'm ready for that 1,000. I am so ready for this channel to finally hit that 1,000 subscriber mark and that milestone. I want it so bad now. Before, it used to be, all throughout last year, it always kind of seemed like, every time the channel keeps growing to a new milestone, I feel like I've overcome a new pipe dream that I thought was a pipe dream, but then wasn't. And so, now it's like, I feel like I'm in this safe space, this area now where I can see 1,000 legitimately in sight. And I'm so ready for it. I want this channel to grow. I want 1,000 subscribers. I want to be able to take advantage of the perks that a YouTuber can get because they have 1,000 and more subscribers. And so I'm ready for this, and I hope that you guys are too, and I hope you guys will also, anything that you can do to share just about the channel to other people, maybe share it with your friends, share it on social media, tell people about what we're doing here. If you have any other gaming friends online, tell them, hey, by the way, there's this community I'm a part of around this YouTube channel, and it's got these really awesome people there who are all really kind, and we just try to enjoy gaming together. You need to go check the channel out and subscribe to it. Whatever it may be that you think you could do to get that word out, let's spread the word about Let's Play Easy Mode, and let's get this channel to 1,000 subscribers. I want it so bad. Guys, you have no idea how badly I want this. And so that's my ask of you as we move forward together. Share the word, get it out, put it out on social media, whatever it is that you do. Let's get people here into our community. Let's keep growing it. Let's make it bigger and see where the channel goes this year. I would absolutely love to hit 1,000 subscribers as soon as we can, and I would love to hit 1,000 subscribers hopefully in the first half of this year. So that's my hope, that's my dream, that's my goal. Man, how awesome would it be to be able to hit spring and summer and be able to do a summer of gaming on the channel with 1,000 subscribers. It would be so awesome, and then just keep growing it from there. So that's really my big vision. You know, I want to continue building a community that's kind of this safe space for people to come and be accepted and just have fun and enjoy video games, share their gaming experiences and advice and tips and tricks. A place that, again, doesn't breed toxicity, but continues to just breed something that's kind of, you know, I don't know, a little different, you know. So many people just get used to the attitudes behind gaming, you know. Unfortunately, there's this reputation that we've kind of developed in the gaming world of people who have absolutely no social training whatsoever. You know, like we don't know how to talk to people, but that's not true. You know, and here we can prove that. You know, we can prove that, look, we can be normal people, everyday people who can actually exist in society and not yell at each other and just spew venom and vitriol and take the things that we enjoy and not use them as divisive materials. You know, and that's what I want to do here at the channel. So I hope you guys are in it for the ride with me. And if you are and you're not already subscribed, maybe you're one of those lurkers out there on the edge, click that subscribe button, put a ring on it, join our community that way. And it would really help the channel. And I definitely would love to continue growing the channel in that direction. Don't forget, February 17th, we're going to be doing our 1-year anniversary live stream, which I'm really excited about. Again, if you have any suggestions on things that we can do, please put them in the comments down below. Really excited to hear some ideas that you guys may have and just ways that we can have fun together as a community. And again, post any comments you may have just about Discord and the ways that we can grow that up as well. Again, don't forget about the Patreon page, which you can get to by going to this link right here, because for $5 a month, you can get early release content. Right now, we're 10 videos ahead of where we're actually at here on regular YouTube. So if you'd like to kind of catch up with some of these gaming series and see where we're at, like I said, Subnautica Below Zero, we're like 5 videos ahead right now on Patreon. And that is as we do kind of start changing our release schedule. We're gonna be making shorter videos, but as we release them like every other day on Patreon, it's not like that's still gonna be like, hey, we're doing 3 videos a day and now we're like 100 videos ahead. You know, that will slow down a little bit. You know, just so there's time for other videos on Patreon as well, and just for my own personal life stuff. But I do just want to encourage you guys to check that out as well. And again, a special thanks going out to our current list of patrons. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me. You know, and some of you guys have been there since the very beginning. You know, and again, to those of you who have left Patreon, you know, over the last week or so, I just want you to know, thank you. Thank you for the support that you did give, and we'll miss you and hope you come back someday. But thank you so much for your support, and I wish you all well. And I just hope that wherever you go in life, I hope you'll still stay as a part of our community anyway. Keep hanging out with us, keep giving those comments, and come join us on Discord. And we love it. I absolutely love this community. Guys, I know it's been a long video. I don't even know how long it's been. Oh, look at this. It's like a 35-minute video now. But thank you guys so much. This is the end of my long-windedness. Shorter videos are going to be coming soon. Don't forget that all the videos coming up were done before the break, but pretty soon you're gonna be seeing videos that kind of fit this new format. Thank you guys so much for your support. Thank you for your love. Thank you for all the wonderful comments. And just the way that you guys have shown me so much care over the last week, and just that you guys have been so supportive. And I'm really excited to get back to work here on the channel and watch it grow into something epic. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I will talk to you soon, very soon. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be getting back in and we're doing some gameplay recording tomorrow. And tomorrow we're going to be releasing part 2 of the Terrytown mission on Breath of the Wild. So you can expect to see that. The video is called Love is in the Air, and I'm really looking forward to getting that out to you guys as well. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I will talk to you later, but until then, take it easy.